Jason Vale. You're known as the juice master, aren't you?
I am, Sean. Yeah. Many juice people, only one juice master, as they say. Yes.
Absolutely.
People are put off by juicing, and deservedly so, because years and years ago, it was like old dial-up internet connection juicing, if there is such a thing. We've gone broadband, finally. You know, that's the best analogy I can give. It's very quick, it's easy to use, but to be able to put, as you mentioned, a whole apple, you haven't got to chop it into small parts, you haven't got to put it in a little kidney-shaped, you know, shoot.
Oh, yeah, it takes forever to make a juice.
You just put it in and you make it and it's done within seconds, and it's very quickly.
And you're going to hear a lot about Jason's life and his story, but juicing really changed your life.
Yeah, it did radically, yeah.
I mean, you look great. I mean, you're the picture of health.
You look lovely as well, so thank you very much. Yeah, I'm 105, no, I'm joking. Okay, here's what I want to do first of all. I want to illustrate the difference between fresh, live juice compared to cooked juice, if you will, or pasteurized juice, because many people say, look, Jason, you know, even your presenter before we just came on was saying, yeah, one of the things is cleaning the machine, you know, making it, shopping. You know, why would I do all that? What are the benefits in this? The difference between normal carton juice and fresh juice is of such magnitude, I want to illustrate it with a visual experiment.
So this is the kind of juice we used to buy.
And it's good juice. Yeah. Listen, I want to make it clear, there's nothing wrong with this juice, but it is effectively dead. I mean, it looks like bring a sample party, if you will. But there it is. That's what we used to go. I thought this was always apple juice, Sean, growing up, because that's what we used to. Yeah. We're used to this as apple juice. Now, here's the big difference. I'll put that down for a second. I'm going to bring it up for a visual in a second. We're going to get back to a couple of apples again, so let's put the staples in.
I can't believe how huge the feeding hole is. No chopping, no preparation.
If anybody's ever done juice, and listen, I just want to illustrate as well. We can get a shot of this with my small finger. This is a little finger here. I just want to see my small little pinky there.
So no effort?
No, I mean, genuinely, we're talking, you know, this, you don't need to be...
You don't need muscles like Jason,
you don't,
okay?
You don't, you really don't. It's a one-finger movement.
So you seem to get a lot of juice as well.
Well, there's a patented filter extraction technique on this particular juice. I put my name to this juice. I was sent thousands of juices from around the world, no exaggeration, over the past God knows how many years. And the only reason why I put my name to this is because it does what it says on the tin. What I mean by that is it actually extracts juice from the fibers, which is what you're looking for in a juicer. You don't want the pulp to be wetter than the juice coming out.
And let's be honest, with a name like Philips, you know that you've got the most amazing engineering and manufacturing with over 100 years' experience as well. Right, here we go.
Well, they've managed to put the same technology that goes into... I mean, look at this. I mean, you've got a whole glass of juice. We put in two relatively small apples.
2 apples.
Now, this is we can get a real visual on this.
Right, they look completely different.
Because they are. One is genuinely alive. This is a live juice. This has been pasteurized.
So that's been heated?
It's been heat treated. It has to by law, and there's nothing wrong with that because, of course, that's the way it gains shelf life. And it's still got, you know, decent nutrients in it, but it's like Vauxhall League football, if you will, compared to the Premiership. You know, this is Premiership juicing, if you will. So look, if you have a little taste. Have a taste, because that changed my life. I know it sounds a bit weird, but an apple juice changed my life.
I'll tell you what, that tastes absolutely gorgeous. This machine could change your life, and I know, you know, you are the picture of health, but you put it primarily down to juicing and a healthy lifestyle.
I put everything down to juicing. I know it's an exaggeration and people will say stuff, but it's genuinely true where my life story is concerned. I hated vegetables. I still genuinely, hand on heart, hate vegetables. If somebody comes out for dinner with me and they expect me to order loads of cooked veggies, I still don't finish a hard day at work, come back and think, I can't wait for some raw broccoli. Call me Mr. Cookie, but it's never going to happen in my world. But I do acknowledge that I require the nutrients contained within these plant foods because they're designed for the biochemistry of the human body. And if I can't eat it, can I drink it? Yes, because all fruits and vegetables have over 80% high water organic content liquid fuel for the body. Watch this little bit of magic. I'm going to stick some carrot in there with my little pinky. I'm going to put it through. But look how much, the point, now that's the amount of juice you get.
That carrot juice has probably cost a couple of pence, if that, you know? And it's as fresh as you could ever imagine.
Now what we're going to do here, we're going to get some fresh carrot juice, a very simple recipe. It's quite a common recipe, but this is a live version of it. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to remove this section of it. Now, we've got some fresh apple juice here.
Okay.
So, of course, we don't want to waste that. So we want to put that in there as well. And we've got a freshly made apple and carrot juice. Now, this is where to just slowly get into, and sometimes it deserves a decent glass, you know? this is pure liquid gold going into every cell of your body.
Oh, look at this.
People say there's nothing more important than health, and then they go to another junk food joint while they're saying there's nothing more important than health. Talking about it is one thing, doing it is something completely different. Just one of those a day, at least you're getting something in your body. Before you start, put a bag. It's a simple
This
tip.
is a great little tip.
But just put a bag into the pulp container here.
See, that
and then this collects. So now
why have I never thought of that?
We put a degradable bag in, Sean, so you can lift it out and put it on your compost, if you will.
Great idea.
The pulp also, bizarrely, we've got so many letters over the last decade, so many people now use this as an organic face pack. I know it sounds weird, but if you think of the nutrients that are contained within the fruits and vegetables, so sometimes they use a little bit of this, it goes on, it then goes hard, and then they wash it off. So I've heard some people do that. So, no, far of it for me.
Yeah, your skin's looking good, Jason.
So this, you just lift that out, put it on compost, but you never need to wash this part. Then the other parts here, they all go in the dishwasher.
Oh, brilliant. So that goes in the dishwasher?
That goes in the dishwasher. We lift this off. This cutting blade, there's only a few parts.
And they all go in the dishwasher?
They all go in the dishwasher, should you need to. But you know what? And it's, all you do, by the time you've rinsed them for the dishwasher, which takes seconds, you've virtually cleaned it.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? So the idea is just to think, well, you know what? If it takes any more than 8 minutes, we say, to make a juice and clean the machine, then you're doing something wrong. Now, are you ready for your taste buds to go wild now? Right. This is the signature dish. This is the daddy. Okay. Now, if you want to, if you're at home and you think, what's the first juice that I make for myself, for the kids? This is it. This is the one.
Okay.
This is homemade lemonade. No artificial colours, no artificial flavours. We're not going to put anything to it. There's no sugar, but it will taste exactly like, and you need to confirm this when you have it, is, you know the little licorice dib-dab, like when you were growing up as a kid?
Yeah.
It's sherbet lemonade. Don't ask me why, I don't know how. I've been experimenting with juices for over a decade, and one day I just discovered this, and I thought, whoa, how did that happen? Let me show you.
I can't wait.
Once again, staple, the apple. It's got soluble fibre, pectin. Okay, this is required, because people say, oh, there's no fibre. Soluble fibre, pectin, acts like a gel in the intestines, helps the body to move.
Okay.
Helps the body to move.
We're getting the drift.
Okay, so listen, apples in again. Here's the ratio, okay? 2 apples to half a lemon, or 3 whole apples to a whole lemon. Now, I'm going to do 3 whole apples to a whole lemon. The reason why I'm doing that is because once you taste it, everybody else is going to want to try some.
Do we have to? We should have to peel the lemon.
No, you don't peel the lemon. There's only a few things that you do require to peel, not because of the machine. The machine will even juice an orange with the rind on, but I would say don't do that because the oils in the skin of an orange are not really that digestible by the human body. It tastes bitter.
Okay.
So we could visualize it, but then it would just be wrong.
But there's nothing this fears, you know, in terms of...
No, it doesn't fear.
Right.
It's a juicer without fear. I haven't heard that terminology before. But it is. Now, here's the important thing.
Look at this.
Here's a lemon.
Right, watch this at home. So, whole lemon.
Lemon going in. A whole lemon with the rind on. We're pushing the whole thing through. Now I'm going to show you what you can do with this lemonade. It's homemade lemonade. This is, again, there's no... And I'm going to show you what you can turn this into.
Jason, nobody can believe how... Because this is a big jug that you get with this. Nobody can believe how much juice you get. 2 apples and a lemon. Look at this. Oh, it smells good.
Yeah, it tastes even better, I tell you. What I want to do now, though, is to raise the game, all right, and go a little bit veggie. Okay. All right, we're going to go a little bit veggie.
No, I'm bad. I do eat quite a lot of fruit, right, but veg, I'm really bad with veg.
Here's the key with veggie juice, Sean. You just mix it again with our staple, a little bit of apple, then you're good. Or if you want pure veggie, then you go with the carrot. Carrot's pretty sweet.
Yeah, it's lovely.
And so's beetroot as well. So look, we put an apple in here, but we're going to make a veggie sandwich. So what we do is we look around, we go, well, what vegetables have we got to play with, right? So spinach, for example, we've got a little bit of cucumber going in. We've got celery going in as well. All the vitamins and minerals and the bioflavonoids going in with all of that juice. We get some carrot going in as well. Now, this is good for kids as well. So we just put that in there. Beetroot, raw, it must be raw. Listen,
really?
Yeah, don't juice cook. Listen, we are the only creatures on Earth that cook our food. We're the only creatures in the world that cook. You don't see a gorilla with a barbecue. Look, the reason we should have, the vast majority of our food should be raw. Because raw is where it's live food. So look, we're going to get some...
I've seen so many programs on illustrating that raw food is, you know, believed to be so much better for us. And yet you're right,
well, why wouldn't it be?
We shove food in the microwave,
Why wouldn't it be?
You know?
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
why wouldn't it be? Because when you cook something, you denature that and you change the molecular structure. Now, So we've got some beetroot going in as well. Now look, broccoli, you talked about the steamed broccoli. Look, here's what to do with broccoli. There's more, you're going to get more juice from the base of the broccoli than anything else. So what you do is you cut, listen, quite right, steam that baby, right? There's some broccoli going in there, and then some courgette, which is, makes a beautiful creamy juice, and it's slightly thicker juice than the cucumber. So you've got courgette going in there, you've got celery, you've got beetroot, tons of fruits and vegetables going in, and intuitively we know. So you can put, look, I've added a bell pepper for sweetness as well. So you've got, you know, the yellow version, you can have red, you get the kind of picture.
Now, I love this.
Now,
It just shows this, it's whole apple.
Whole apple, right. You've sandwiched all the vegetables in between. You can see how packed it is with the veggies. Bear in mind, fibre does not feed the body. It's only the juice contained within the fibre that feeds the body, not the fibre itself.
One, two...
Now, but look at the different colours. If we get that. So what we're doing is, and that's the beetroot coming out. All of a sudden, we've had some of the carrot coming out. So we've got all these veggies going in. And do you know what's nice? Just to finish it off, you get the nice, creamy head of fresh pineapple juice.
And again, no, you're not having to peel it
No,
out.
you don't peel it, you just put it in. Like you said, this juicer is fearless. Your word, Sean. It's fearless.
But it is true,
It
isn't
is,
it?
no, exactly. It is fearless. So you put that in like that. Now, this is all veggie. Now, this is really good to do with the kids, right? Because what you do is you say to kids, you say, hey, I did it with somebody, with a kid the other day. I was at somebody's house, and they hadn't seen what I'd put in, and I was just pouring this in. It's always nice if you just cool down a little bit. I'll give you that. Look, but look, what you need to look at as well is how alive, rich and creamy. All the colours that came from this, Sean, are from nature. We've added nothing. More importantly, we've taken nothing away except the fibre, which fibre cannot feed you. We've got soluble fibre within the pectin. But here's what to do. So with a kid, for example, you can be drinking that, see what you think of it. If you're making this for children, now,
Do you know, I'll be honest, it's gorgeous, and I was slightly dubious. I am absolutely amazed at how good these
if we
juices
put
taste.
fruit and vegetables that have gone off, which essentially is wine, into a wine glass, this is live. But look at, imagine that as a starter to a meal.
And it tastes quite filling as well.
That's because it is filling, because you are genuinely feeding the body. Most people are overfed and they're undernourished. Now, what I was saying about the kids is you say to them, look, so you're not lying to them. Bear in mind, what you're doing is you're just being economical with the truth. You're being a bit clever. So you say to the little kid, you say to him, do you like berries? Now, all you've asked them is, do you like berries? You know, it's nothing to, you're just asking them, do you like berries? And then they will have it, right? And then they pick it up and they go, oh, that's nice, right? Because that's exactly how they do. They go, that's really nice. And then, here's the interesting part. If you say to them, do you know what you're drinking? And then you bring out a plate with all the veggies on, they go,
yeah. Jason, you've actually inspired me this hour. I mean, you really have.
Good.
You know, you're full of energy, you look great, and I know that you've put a lot of your well-being down to your lifestyle, and juicing's a massive part of that.
I do. It makes up. I mean, every single breakfast to me, when you break your fast after sleeping, is always a freshly extracted juice, because it's not like food. It's not a meal replacement. It is a meal. What constitutes a meal? It all depends on your definition. My definition of a meal is something that feeds you on a cellular level. Yeah. So if most people are overfed and undernourished, in fact, most people are constantly hungry, as I was before, you know, going back in the day.
So a lot of us eating a lot too much food, but we're still not getting the right amount of vitamins and nutrients.
The body then tries, it looks at all this stuff coming in, it says, hey guys, I'm sure this is exactly how it works, but it says, look, we've got to try and manufacture and extract as many nutrients as we can to keep this well-oiled machine going. And what it can't get, it then robs from the body. So ultimately it speeds up the aging process, some of the things that we consume, because just because we eat it, it doesn't mean it's food at all. And that's the biggest difference. And I think that people, it's no good, to me, it's no good when something has already happened. Prevention is much better than just trying to do something at the last minute. You know, this is the ultimate, for me, it's the ultimate health insurance. Do you know what I mean? Because it's live, raw, nutritious food. Health is the most important thing. I know I keep saying it, but for yourself and your family, everybody knows that. That's not a guilt trip thing. It's a fact. So, and most people do not get around to eating the right amount every day. So therefore, it's just getting into habit, the routine habit of just having, you know, one freshly extracted, more or less vegetable-based juice, but mixed with some apples, so you're getting a spectrum of colours, like a rainbow of colours going into your cell every day. And it does genuinely, it has to, on a cellular level, make a phenomenal difference.